MotorWeek is made possible by Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper and TireRack.com.
The Porsche 911 has existed for 60 years now. Amazing. And you could argue that major changes over all those years have been relatively few, as constant incremental improvement is more the way that Porsche does business. With that in mind, let's hit the track in the latest 911 and see what constant improvement means for 2025. We've driven so many 911s here at MotorWeek, each seemingly more special than the last, so it's a bit refreshing to be ripping around Savannah's Roebling Road Raceway in a 2025 Porsche 911 that's about as close as you can get to base these days. And the fact that it's just as fun as all those exclusive pieces says a lot about how far the 911 has come. Perhaps it also speaks to how much a base 911 will set you back today as well. More on that later. For now, we're just thinking about the next apex, holding steady throttle as we approach and getting on it way sooner than you'd expect without upsetting anything. As the 911 rockets off the corner thanks to tremendous grip and a PDK trans that finds the perfect gear before we even gave it a thought. Even with very cold track temps, we never struggled for grip or battled any wheel spin coming off of corners, and trying to land it in that perfect spot in braking zones is easy with strong brake performance that was predictable and consistent lap after lap, no wandering, and great feedback too. Yes, even the standard 911 is near pure perfection on a racetrack. It gives you all the right feedback, stays incredibly flat through corners, makes you always feel totally in control, and again is just plain fun. Unless you're chasing lap times, there's really no need to head further up the 911 tree. Though it is worth noting, the few upgrades that were on our Carrera did help the situation a little. The 20 and 21-inch Carrera S wheels enabled plenty of grip from the 305 Pirelli P0 tires. The Sport Chrono package allows 0 to 60 sprints of 3.7 seconds. An extended range fuel tank meant we could lap all day without having to fill up, and the fantastic sport seats provided great support and better comfort than we remember experiencing in a 911. The Sport exhaust system didn't add anything to performance, but made things sound a whole lot better, and the oval silver tips look great too. Our track time got cut short thanks to a rare snowstorm in coastal Georgia, but the white stuff and blue sky made the perfect backdrop for our Guards Red Carrera. Exterior tweaks for what is officially the 992.2 include a reshaped front fascia with improved aerodynamics. All front lighting is now contained within the Matrix Design LED headlight housing. The rear fascia has also been smoothed out. The license plate moved higher, and Porsche 3D block lettering spelled out across the back beneath the active rear spoiler and new deck lid grille. Even without turbo in the name, the standard 911 engine is indeed a turbo these days. A 3-liter flat-six twin-turbo delivering 388 horsepower and 331 pound-feet strictly to the rear wheels in the Carrera Coupe. Inside the cabin, the 911 continues its slow crawl towards the modern, now including a 12.6-inch fully digital gauge display and a start button located on the left side of the steering wheel, with drive modes easily accessible on the wheel itself. In another no-brainer move, Porsche now makes the rear seat a no-cost option, so you can choose if you want it or not. Government fuel economy ratings are 18 city, 25 highway, and 21 combined. That's only slightly worse than average for the energy impact score. 14.2 barrels of annual oil consumption with 7 tons of CO2 emissions. The good news is this 911 had the fewest number of options of any Porsche that we've tested in some time, and it was still plenty awesome. The bad news is, a base Porsche 911 Carrera Coupe now starts at $122,095. But can you really put value on the Force? This mythical power that Porsche seems to have that somehow turns average drivers into great ones. It's useless to resist as far as we're concerned, as it only gets better with the 2025 Porsche 911 Carrera.
The MotorWeek app, which includes our latest reviews and feature stories, is now available for mobile devices.